What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Like always, like and subscribe and leave a comment down below. And today we are talking about Star Wars X-Wing, the Krytos Trap. This book was amazing. It was definitely 11 out of 10. It was definitely by far my favorite of the three X-Wing books I've read. My favorite Star Wars book to the max. Nothing comes close. This book was amazing in all aspects of Star Wars universe, life, world, whatever you want to call it. So you have the Rogue Squadron. They're dealing with this virus called the Krytos virus that was introduced in the second book. Basically, it turns non-humans into a pile of mush. It's pretty disgusting. It's pretty awesome. Rogue Squadron's dealing with that. It leaves off the second book. You think Corran Horn's dead, but he's not. He's the Izzard Yvonne, or whatever her name is. Izzard has him, and he's their prisoner. That is a really cool part of this book as well. Watching, going over, dealing with what he's dealing with. She's trying to convert him into being one of her, like, mind slaves or whatever you want to call it, to do her biddings. But he's not having any of it. He's one-track mind. He wants to escape Lusenka, which is her big prison, which you think is a planet. Spoiler alert, it's not. It's a giant superstar destroyer that is hidden underneath in the surface of Coruscant. So that's pretty sweet. And then at the same time, the Rogue Squadron is trying to fight against this warlord because the what heals the non-humans of the Krytos virus is the Bacta, and it's basically being, what do you call it, cartelled. The Bacta's being cartelled, so the good guys don't have it, so they can't, give it to the victims at a reasonable price or anything like that. So there's a war going on with that. The whole time, the Rogue Squadron is, you're also dealing with Tycho Selchu, who's in prison on Coruscant, accused of murdering Corran Horn because they don't know that he's still alive. So there's so much going on in this book. It's insane that I literally just finished it and my brain's already scattered because there's just so many plot lines going on that it's just so rich with story. It's crazy. It's insane. The one character you don't get too much of is Izzard in this book, which was strange. You do get a lot of Kirtan lore, a little bit more of why he is the way he is, and then Izzard's kind of missing now that I think about it. So I'm interested to see if she comes up more in the fourth book or the book later on, Izzard's Revenge. I'm pointing at it, but you can't see it. She comes in more. But anyways, this book, so Rogue Squadron's trying to, and then there's, at the same time, Kirtan lore is like putting on these terrorist attacks against some of the Bacta manufacturing places or whatever you want to call it. It's all just schemes. Everybody's scheming. The Empire and the Empire's like delegates. They're all scheming, and then at the same time, you have these the Veritrex or whatever you want to call them. They've come up with another way to help speed up the healing of the people that have the Krytos virus, and to help, like, I don't know, fuel the Bacta or somewhat. Sorry, my kid was trying to video about me. We don't need to edit that out. I was just holding her back. She's getting taken to the room by mom. But so there's all this stuff going on. I mean, I don't want, the book is already, it's scattered in my brain because there's so many plot lines, and I just loved it so much that I needed to probably sit down and write this all out. But y'all know me, I'm not gonna do reviews like that. The book was an 11 out of 10. It was my favorite Star Wars book, by far, out of all the Star Wars I've read. I think I'm at number 10, 11, or 12 or something. It was probably one of my favorite books I've ever read, period. This book was awesome. I'm excited to see how the original 4 Rogue Squadron books close off with number 4. I'll be getting to it after a Star Trek book soon. And oh man, this book was just top notch. I can't get over it. It just following. Oh, and the best part, Corran Horn finds out he's a descendant of a Jedi Knight, and Luke offers him at the end of the book to join the Jedi Knights and help Luke do this stuff. But Corran's like, no, I'm going after the Lusenka. I'm going after Izzard. He wants to go save the other prisoners that he promised he'd go back for. Corran Horn is at first I was like, he's kind of like a snobby type of little character, but Man, I love this dude. Really hoping that in later books he does become a Jedi Knight. I really hope that he doesn't die in the fourth book, and in some other series he is a Jedi. But I mean, if he's not, tell me in the comments he's not. I don't want to I don't want to be thinking about it, and then I'm just reading the books and he's never becoming a Jedi. But oh, and Mirax, you think she's dead? I was so devastated, but she's not. So just